Hello and welcome to my first podcast episode ever. I was willing to do that since a long time. I never did, so I'm happy I do it finally. I'm Joshua from Switzerland and I moved to the Gambia, West Africa 2 years ago to follow my dream. This podcast is not a success story, it's more an update and where I am now, what happened until now. So in these 2 years, a lot of things happened. A lot of plans changed, perspectives changed as well. I had to adapt and adjust, and yes, Africa taught me a lot, gave me a lot of life lessons, and I grew a lot definitely in this time. I moved to the Gambia, as I said, to follow my dream. The original plan was to open the first hostel ever in this country. I came here to the Gambia 7 years ago. The first time I fell in love with the country and the vibe, and I'm a backpacker. My biggest passion is traveling. When I was here, I felt that something is missing here, and I also saw the potential of having a hostel. My vision was always to bring young tourists to this beautiful country and to build a place for young travelers to start a bit the backpacking possibilities in West Africa, since West Africa is lacking behind in that definitely. For that, I left everything behind. I signed out of Switzerland. I quit my job. I left my family behind. I left the comfort zone, my cozy house, and the life I know and the life I'm used to jump in the unknown, to go in really out of my comfort zone in a country where everything works completely different. The culture is completely different, the people, the food, everything is completely different. But I definitely believe that there's where the fun and where the good things start. We have to leave our comfort zone to reach our goals and to get as happy as we want to be. I didn't come to Africa here and underestimated the challenge of building a business. Like, I knew that it's gonna be tough and it's gonna be hard. However, Africa taught me different. It's more hard than I expected, definitely. It's a huge challenge, but also a huge learning, because to really to start something from scratch here, the first thing what Africa taught me is really you have to understand the system. You have to understand how things are running here. How is the mentality? How is the work mentality? How does people think? What is the culture like? What is the work culture like? You really have to understand the system before you can start anything here. And I did. I'm still learning, definitely, but in these 2 years I learned a lot about it. I also had to, because if I don't, you will fight against it every day and you will just having a headache each day and gonna be struggling and not enjoying at all. I was working here in the Gambia the first year in a hospitality project in a hotel. During this time I realized that my partners are not the right people for my way, and I also changed my perspectives about my dream. Therefore I had to take a huge decision. It was the hardest decision probably I ever had to take in my life, stepping away from my hostel dream, quitting my job in the hotel and follow my second dream, which was always the plan as a side business to my hostel, of opening a travel agency here in West Africa. As I said already before, traveling has always been my biggest passion since I started traveling, and in this first year I realized that it's not easy for me to stay in one place over 1 year and to not being able to move, not being able to explore and see new things. And I realized as well that if you have a hostel, you have to be here. It doesn't work like back home, so you have to be here, supervise, taking care of your business. which also took the freedom to being able to go home, see my family. I realized that this is a very important point I have to consider. And with now opening and starting a travel agency, I have all the freedom, what I basically always dreamed about. I only need a laptop and internet, besides of course exploring a lot. So the last year I've been traveling a lot. I've been exploring a lot in Gambia, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau and Mauritania. In these 4 countries I start my travel agency, where I do group trips and individual trips based on everyone's needs, and I really enjoy my life again. I was enjoying before the first year as well, but it was very different. Now I do what I love: moving, traveling, exploring, and can build a business out of it, which makes me very happy and proud as well. But building a business from scratch by yourself definitely also brings responsibilities and challenges, and sometimes it feels lonely because you have to make decisions all by yourself. I don't have someone to discuss all my ideas and decisions. It is definitely a huge challenge since I never started a business. So a lot of things are new, a lot of things I didn't know nothing about it, and now I have to figure it out somehow on my own. It is very challenging and sometimes overwhelming, but I would always choose it again and do it again, definitely. Because I'm working for myself, I'm working for my own goals, my own dreams, for my own pocket. No day is like the other day, and I love that, really. In this podcast, it's not about perfect success stories, perfect stories. It's about my life here in West Africa, what I'm going through by building a business, but also a lot of travel stories, what I experienced along the way, exploring these places, connections I made during this time, and also personal growth I'm going through, like the mindset, how it shifted. And yes, I also want to encourage people a bit that maybe be in the same side or have a dream to follow something which is not considered normal in our society, and therefore are a bit shy to follow it or whatever. If you think you are one of these persons, I'm happy to have you here. Thanks for listening, and I hope I can encourage you to go and chase your dream. This was my first episode. Thanks a lot for listening. It was just the beginning. It will come a lot more nice stories and exciting stories and challenges and whatever, and I hope to have you here the next episode. Thank you, your smiling host.